Hey everybody, I got a new statue today. This is the amazing Spider-Man premium format by Sideshow Collectibles. This is the exclusive. I pre-ordered this day one. I have, I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. I love the movies. Never read the comics or anything, but love the movies, especially the newer Amazing Spider-Man movies with Andrew Garfield. This statue particularly stood out to me because of the extreme pose, as well as just the cool base, the shading color on it. Loved everything about it, and I didn't like any of the previous Spider-Mans. So let's check out this box. This is incredibly cool for a box art. It's basically like a comic book. You got the statue picture here, the Amazing Spider-Man. This reminds me a lot of, if you've ever been to Florida Islands of Adventure to have a Spider-Man ride. It sort of reminds me of that ride in a sense, because, the way it looks and everything. But here it is, if you wanted to, you could go through and read some of these comics. Really cool, it looks like it has all the different enemies, mostly Venom I'm seeing. I'm wondering if that's a clue to Sideshow's next enemy is Venom, or there's Carnage right here. I would love a Venom statue. The old one costs too much. I'm not going to get a bootleg, so if they come out with a Venom, that'd be freaking sweet. But this box is honestly one of the most incredible Sideshow boxes I have seen. It's all the talk right now on Facebook. Just like, wow, Sideshow really went out of their way to bring the comic to life. Through the box, the statue, everything. It's almost a shame to put that box back in the brown shipper in the garage, But it's too big to just display it, so. This does have a decent weight to this. Boom. Here he is, everybody. Sideshow Spider-Man premium format from the Amazing Spider-Man. So here is a comparison to other statues. I'm going to be displaying him above Wolverine here mid-shelf. I honestly think Spidey could be displayed low, medium, or high and look great. Although I would not display him high. I like him mid-shelf. He looks fantastic. I hope I can fit Green Goblin here in this Besta. This Besta is slightly cut off due to space. So I'm sort of like sticking to one characters. But, you know, come future statues, I'll have to somehow create space. So I mean, you could display Spider-Man to the side and then it leaves about this much space to the right for Green Goblin, which would probably also have to be displayed to the side. But you know, that's like a year away at least, so I'm not going to worry about it. But here's Spider-Man. I'll give you my review of this. So a lot of people had conflicts with the base. I personally love the base. You know, if I could change anything, I honestly probably wouldn't. This is an awesome base. You know, how many statues out there have like an explosion base? Zero that I've seen. So in here you got the 2 pumpkin bombs, and as you can see the color is changing. This one is in the middle of exploding. You can see the explosion effects coming out. That one looks like it was just thrown. Excellent detail, and then lots of detail going into these fire effects. And then, as you can see, the sort of whatever the heck he's on, this crane type thing, has a red effect because it's getting burned by the explosion. And you got this black just base bottom here, and I do like having those on statues. So, really cool base. Some people don't like it. They say it has like a popcorn effect or whatnot, but for me, I love it. It's so cool. And then you got this thing that you can, you know, like move around technically. You can see how it's like swinging from Spider-Man jumping up. So in regards to Spider-Man, in my honest opinion, this has the most dynamic, coolest pose of any, pretty much any statue I've seen. I mean, what has a cooler pose than this? I mean, sure, Thor's a cool pose. Those are cool poses and whatnot. But just of a 1/4 scale statue, this is hands down the best. Best pose in one of the best bases. You know, there's a lot of bases out there like these bases, and they're cool, and these are super detailed and all, but none of them compared to a cool explosion base. And then the most dynamic pose ever, you know, swinging off with one arm, legs folded back, showing those ripped abs, shooting this little web out. And I think this is just a, yeah, like it's like a plastic. You know, let's see if we can zoom in and get it right there. And just the plastic coming out of his wrist right there. I really like the color of paint they use, you know, for the red and the blue on Spider-Man. I think it looks really good. You know, I've always loved Spider-Man. I wanted a 1/4 scale. I looked at the old one, and I did not like it. I didn't like the shape of Spider-Man's head. I did not like the paint job, you know, used. He was a little overscaled, and the pose was sort of boring to me, you know, just sticking on a wall. I mean, that's okay. This, though, is freaking awesome. This is still in stock, the exclusive, which does come with the extra winking head and the web hand. I mostly think it's worth it because of the web hand. You know, in that pose, you better be shooting a freaking web out. In regards to mine, I mean, there is a few small, slight flaws I've seen, you know, like that right there. I don't know if that's just a scratch or something. It's not too noticeable. That right there. There's sort of like a little paint chip right here. There's just a few little things like that. Nothing I'm going to notice when I'm just sitting right here. You know, when I'm never going to be looking like, you know, 5 inches from the freaking statue. I mean, who the flip does that? Maybe at the very beginning. But in general, you look about, I don't know, 2-3 feet away from this distance. I think it looks amazing. Let's go ahead and get a better look from a distance. Just so you guys can get an idea of the, you know, how my movie collection is going. You know, you got Avengers 2, Avengers 1. Iron Man 3, Thor 2, Captain America, Guardians of the Galaxy, Spider-Man, Wolverine, and then my Batman and Superman set, the Lord of the Rings. So the way I have this planned, I'm going to get 2 more, possibly 3 more Avenger 2 dioramas from Iron Studios. Either place them down there or up top, depending on future statues. I do want to get a Deadpool statue. The new Sideshow one they announced looks really cool so far. So I'll more than like 99% likely get that. I'm going to get Loki, Captain America, and then I'll sell the Hot Toys Batman more than likely and get the, Batman PF, Joker PF, place that right there. And I wouldn't mind getting a Wonder Woman to go down there with Batman. Here he is, everybody. There's already lots of pictures and reviews going around. Just wanted to give my 2 cents. I freaking love this statue. Super, super cool. I highly recommend you purchase them. The exclusive is in stock. It's just a massive ES, 2,000 or 2,500 or something like that. Freaking huge. So it'll probably be a while before it sells out, just considering it's $500, 2,000 ES. But then again, this is hands down the best Spider-Man statue out there. Easy. People like the Iron Studios one, which is a good statue, don't get me wrong, but the pose covers up a lot of his body so you can't see it. And, the base, definitely is cool. I wouldn't mind honestly owning that, but it's going to be double the price of this. $1,000 plus like $200 shipping, $1,200, get out of here. This thing cost me, with reward points, $350. Totally worth it. Love it. Very impressed. Thank you, Sideshow, for releasing this awesome rendition of Spider-Man. I got a cool Spider-Man poster coming, and I ordered the Amazing Spider-Man DVD set so I could display that back there. And this is an awesome, awesome statue. Like and comment below, and have a great day.